Moving on, social commerce platform Meesho has raised $300 million in a new round of funding led by SoftBank Vision Fund 2. The latest investment valued Meesho at $2.1 billion and saw participation from existing investors, Process Ventures, Facebook, Shunwai Capital, Venture Highway and Knollwood Investment. To talk to us about the fundraise and to find out how Meesho has cracked the social commerce model, joining me now is its founder and CEO, Vidit Aatrey. Vidit, many thanks for joining us today on Startup Street. Now, with this new round, you hope to help aspiring women entrepreneurs and build a single-digit ecosystem for 100 million small businesses. Take me through the specifics. How do you plan to enable 100 million small businesses to succeed?
Yeah, first of all, Shruti, thank you so much for having me here on the show. And this is a great milestone for us. We finally have the fuel to kind of achieve our vision of enabling all these 100 million small businesses to come online and become successful. So the reason why this particular vision is so inspiring to us and what are the kind of problems we have to solve. So far over the last 5 years, we focused single-mindedly on enabling these women to come online and start their businesses without spending a single rupee on investment, which is the biggest barrier there. Now, when we see around, we see that there are different other types of small businesses, right? Like people who are making, like small factories making products, you have Kirana stores selling grocery products and stuff like that. So our goal is like category by category, like small business by small business, how do we remove those barriers, the kind of policy that exists in the online ecosystem today, and bring them online and make them successful with whatever they need, right? Which is access to demand, it is access to the right tools, how to price a product, like everything end to end that they need in becoming successful online. We want to be the single digital ecosystem to enable that.
Okay, so Vidit, you've got SoftBank on board now. What does their backing mean? What conversations were you having with them that made them invest in a social commerce venture?
So I think SoftBank has also been aligned and inspired by the vision we have, which is like India is a small business economy at the end of the day, right? 90% plus of all commerce happens through these small mom and pop or small businesses across the country. But most of what has gone online in the Indian e-commerce ecosystem has been mostly larger brands, larger players, right? So the real Indian economy still hasn't come online. And we especially want to aspire to get that economy online. And SoftBank is also aligned and inspired by the same vision. They believe that this is a very large opportunity that we can go after. And that's why they've come on board. And we are super excited about that.
Vidit, you also have existing Chinese investor Shunwai Capital participate in this round. And interestingly, Shunwai has put in money at a time when they have exited Indian startups like Coup, Credit B recently. What is the strategy here? Are they in for the long run?
So all our investors, right? A lot of existing investors have invested in this round as well, be it Process, be it Shunwai, Facebook. Most of our existing investors have invested in this round because all of them continue to stay very, very bullish about the prospects of the company, about the kind of vision we have taken, with the kind of momentum the business has over the last couple of years, especially. So I think it's not just Shunwai, but all existing investors are very, very bullish. And all of them, again, have doubled down on the company with more money coming into the company, which again is a very positive sign, right? Like people really believe that we can become like one of the most legendary companies in the digital ecosystem in the country. And that's why everyone is coming along.
Okay, so everybody is in for the long run. That's what you're saying with it. Let's now talk about the allocation of funds. I believe you will also use the funds to strengthen your talent pool across verticals, like tech, product and business, apart from expanding business. A lot of hiring on the cards, is it?
Yeah. So I think this year, especially with this new funding round coming into a bank, a lot of our focus is going to be around building the team across all the fronts where we want to focus. So tech product is going to be one very, very big focus for us. So we're going to be hiring rapidly on that front, even in other cases, right? Like business, even support functions such as like HR, etc. So I think we will be hiring across the board, but tech and product is going to be one of the big focus for us. And we're going to be doing a lot of senior hiring also this year. So we'll be like building up our leadership team for the kind of scale we want to get to in the next couple of years. So hiring will be happening across the board.
Okay, so you'll be hiring across the board. Now, Meesho is a social commerce platform that empowers individuals to start an online business without capital. Currently, you've served over 45 million customers and have enabled 13 million entrepreneurs across India to sell online on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Take me through your offerings and what is unique about your products, logistics, and even your payment tools.
So the biggest difference about our platform as compared to any other e-commerce platform in India is we are very, very focused on small businesses, right? We are focused on enabling small businesses so that they come online and they become successful. So we go after their needs, about their obstacle, their problem that they feel when they're coming online, right? So the first one that we picked is, in the offline world, women running boutiques out of their house, especially selling fashion lifestyle, was a big small business format. We brought that online by providing everything that they needed to become successful. Now we have 13 million women who run their boutiques on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram, and have served very close to 50 million consumers, right? And they have made, I think, more than 500 crores worth of income by selling these products on these channels, right? So it's become quite large.
Yeah.
Our focus is not going to be just focused on this. Now we are expanding our vision from only women entrepreneurs to now other kinds of small businesses. As I said, like Kiranas today face certain problems when they're coming online. So we're going to build platform from that. Other kinds of small businesses who are making small stuff in small factory, they face certain problems. We're going to go after and enable them online. So that's why our goal now is to enable 100 million small businesses across the strata, and then figure out what is holding them back today and solve for them.
Okay, so by using AI and machine learning, you're actually simplifying e-commerce for millions of small businesses in India and have created a platform for them to sell to the next 500 million internet users. Vidit, in the last 1 year, Meesho saw tremendous growth as small businesses and entrepreneurs moved their businesses online. I believe the business has grown 4x compared to pre-COVID levels. Take me to the current growth numbers.
So I think some of those numbers we just talked about. So we have 13 million women entrepreneurs on the platform today. That number, pre-COVID, was less than 1/4 of that. So we have grown very, very fast on that. In terms of manufacturers and distributors who are listing products on the platform, that number is now well north of 100,000. That number, again, less than 1/4 of that pre-pandemic. Number of consumers that we serve is now close to 50 million. That was less than 1/3 of that. So we've grown on all particular fronts, especially during the pandemic. And I think it's quite obvious because consumers were looking for answers online so that they can make their purchasing online, considering they were not very comfortable going offline and making purchases from small businesses there. And a lot of our small businesses on the platform leverage that opportunity to grow online. And we believe some of these tailwinds will continue going forward. More people have changed their behaviors of how they buy online. So it's the best time possible for us to double down on our mission and try to put everything behind us and make it very large very soon.
Okay. With it, ESOP buyback has become a legit base to reward employees. Last year, you conducted 2 ESOP buyback options for employees. The latest buyback exercise was held in November 2020 and was worth about $5 million. Any more in the pipeline?
Yeah, so I will highlight it again. I think we are the only tech company in India that has done 2 ESOP buybacks within a period of about 12 months, right? Within a year, we have done 2 ESOP buybacks. And I think it also highlights our focus in making sure that our employees in the company also share the taste of success as everyone else has been, including our shareholders, right? So we've been kind of making such opportunities happen at a regular time, and we'll keep doing it. Right now, we're not having it because we just had it a few months ago, but I can assure you that we will have it at regular intervals to make sure that our employees are getting some liquidity, they can fulfill some of their important life goals. And we will always be a very employee-first company because the kind of talent we have in the company is one of the best in the country.
Okay. Vidit, before I let you go, is an IPO on the cards?
To be very frank, we don't think about that right now because, as I said, we're still very early in our journey. The kind of impact and vision that we're going after is still we are less than 1% of that today, right? So the opportunity is very, very large. For the next couple of years, we're going to be just focusing on getting closer and closer to our vision of how do we get more and more small businesses in the platform. And as I said, we've always been a very unit economics focused company. We've always been very positive unit economics because we're focused on our business model. So it's not that we have to go out and do it really, really soon. Our financials are like superior as compared to a lot of other companies. So we'll think about it the right time, but our focus right now is purely on growth.
All right, Vidit. So you're not looking at an IPO anytime soon. Many thanks for joining us on Startup Street today. It was a pleasure having you.